UFC 311 just went through a big change with Arman Tsarukyan pulling out with what is apparently a back injury, and Renato Moicano, 10th ranked, stepping in on 1 day's notice against the number one pound for pound guy, Islam Makhachev. Does Renato Moicano have any chance in hell? Well, we know that Islam Makhachev is the number one pound for pound guy in the world. He defeated Charles Oliveira to win the belt, then defended it against Alexander Volkanovski, defended it against Volkanovski again, defended against Dustin Poirier, and now has his third title defense against Renato Moicano. This is his fourth title defense against Renato Moicano. If he successfully defends the belt, then he is going to break the record and be probably the best lightweight of all time. Against Renato Moicano, what is his recent win? Well, he was fighting at 145. He fought Ajay Herbert, then moved up, fought Alexander Hernandez, rear naked choked him in round 2, then stepped in on short notice against RDA, where he just got the shit smashed out of him. Ever since then, he's on a good win streak. He rear naked choked Brad Riddell in round 1 after stunning him with a right hand. He fought Drew Dober to a unanimous decision, utilizing his wrestling. Got knocked down, almost flatlined by Jalen Turner. Jalen Turner walks away, allowing Moicano the ability to get back up, and then eventually turns the fight around by taking him down and ground and pounding Jalen Turner until Turner taps out, basically. Against Benoit Saint Denis, he took Benoit Saint Denis down, really messed up his eye with some pretty good ground and pound. And then in round 2, Benoit Saint Denis fought half blind, kind of beating Moicano on the feet with strikes. And at the end of round 2, the doctor stepped in and called the fight off. And now he's fighting Islam Makhachev. So Moicano is a pretty middling lightweight contender. He has close fights with Jalen Turner, Benoit Saint Denis, and Drew Dober. These are guys that Islam is blowing out of the water. So really the skill level is just not there. Let's take a look at the stats. Moicano is 35 years old. He has 181 centimeters in height, 183 centimeters in reach, compared to Islam, who is 178 centimeters tall, 179 centimeters in reach. So he's got a bit of a height and reach advantage, and is also 2 years younger, or 2 years older. I just don't think that Moicano really has the skills required to beat a guy like Islam. Moicano's main tool is taking his opponents down to the ground and just riding out rounds and winning by decision off of that, or successfully TKOing them and getting the stoppage win. But really, Moicano is a below average striker, and while having above average grappling, I don't think it can really hold a candle to Islam Makhachev's grappling. Once again, if we take a look at Islam Makhachev, he's been able to out-grapple guys like Charles Oliveira, Alexander Volkanovski, Dustin Poirier. All of these are guys that I think would be able to out-grapple Moicano. Also just out-grappling guys with similar levels of grappling to Moicano, such as Arman Tsarukyan. Drew Dober got out-grappled. I think Thiago Moises is similar. And he's fought just way better strikers than Moicano. Volkanovski, Dustin Poirier, even Dan Hooker, Charles Oliveira. There's a reason why Islam Makhachev is a minus 1,200 favorite right now over Moicano. So that's going to lead me into my official prediction. I think that Islam Makhachev is probably going to finish him in the second round. Probably pretty similar stoppage to what he did to Charles Oliveira, where he really grinds him out in round 1 with wrestling, ground and pound. Probably we'll see wrestling later on in the first round. Islam striking with him for the first few minutes and then taking him to the ground, landing in ground and pound. We saw how successfully RDA was able to out-grapple Moicano, really just ducking underneath Moicano's big looping shots, getting the takedown, taking him to the ground, landing significant ground and pound, really messing Moicano up there. I think Islam's going to be able to have that same success, ducking under those strikes, getting Moicano to the ground. On the ground, I think he's going to have success with ground and pound, really just like tarring Moicano out in round 1, beating him up. And then in round 2, I think Moicano's going to come out hot. Islam's probably going to drop him, stun him, or just take him down again, once again, ducking under those strikes, and then TKOing him or submitting him on the ground. I think we're going to get a round 2 submission. That would be my official prediction for this fight. And really sucks that Arman Tsarukyan had to pull out. That was going to be a big fight. But everyone was picking Islam Makhachev to beat Arman anyway. And now that Moicano is in the picture, no one is really giving Moicano any kind of chance whatsoever. We have the number one pound-for-pound guy in the sport training under Khabib Nurmagomedov in his prime. And it's going to take a lot to actually beat him. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know your prediction down below, and I'll talk to you later.